Friday Night Lights is sponsored by Astound, Members Choice Credit Union, and Hillsboro Ford.
Welcome into week 4 of Friday Night Lights. I'm Sydney Wicker.
And I'm Madison Palumbo. District play kicked off for our Central Texas teams tonight.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun too. You could feel the rivalries and the energy in the air. So let's jump right into it because we've got a great slate of games going on.
We sure do. Starting off with our week 5 game of the week, Parker Heights versus Midway.
Friday Night Lights Game of the Week is sponsored by Astound, Members Choice Credit Union, and Hillsboro Ford.
We'll start things off at Panther Stadium between the Harker Heights Knights, the 3-time district champs, taking on the Midway Panthers, trying to get their first win over Heights since 2018. A physical battle between these two, and if you didn't hear earlier, Midway had lost 4 straight to Harker Heights, so those students getting rowdy there. It looks like, though, we're going to have a slosh of defense here early on in the first half. The Panthers were able to get some momentum going late. They're driving, though. The Panthers going to try to get this one into the end zone, and just like that, they'll score as Andrew McNair hands it off to Latham Wissington. We know this guy knows how to punch it in, don't we, Madison?
Sure do.
Yeah, 7-0 Panthers here early on. Didn't stay 7-0 for long, though, as this momentum carving up for the Panthers defense is quarterback Hudson Humble, who hands it off. Shh, hey, be quiet. We got you, Jalen Mason there. He goes ahead and gets into the end zone there, celebrating big time as he should. The little handshake, I mean, come on, guys, you should be celebrating. Like we said, defense was the name of the game here in the first half, and they would continue this here. Look at that excitement there from that big tackle by the Panthers. It would be tied 7-7 at the half. But that's not how this one would end. We'd get a slosh of touchdowns, but this is what it all came down to. A field goal with less than a minute to go. 21-all, Oakley Goins. He goes ahead and derails it from 44 yards out. The Knights will win this game 24-21. And after all the action, Adrian Carbajal was able to catch up with Coach Humble after the win.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined here by Harker Heights coach Mark Humble. Mark, tell me a little bit about the effort today. Obviously, it was a tough battle, 24-21, just a gutted out win. What can you say about your team's effort tonight?
Unbelievable. All credit to our kids, and now you want to see, you're looking at a 1-0 district team! To be 1-0 in District 12 6A and start off with a win here at Midway and against a quality, tough opponent in the championship program all the way down to the last snap. To be 1-0 and to win here and to start off on the right foot says everything about our kids and our coaching staff, and what a way to start district play.
And you talked about, the special teams making a big play. That's what you just told your guys, that was going to come down to it. Talk about that kick. How much trust did you have in your kicker down at the end? And obviously a big play. Everybody's celebrating, showing them love. What does that mean for you?
Oh, yeah, our special teams was huge. Jakari Simpson takes the opening kickoff in the third quarter for a touchdown, ties it up, and then we get back a big touchdown, and then have the ball at the end and kick a money field goal. Field goal to win, which you work all the time to be 1-0 in district. So all credit to our special teams and a huge team effort. I told the kids it'll be an offensive play, a defensive play, and a special teams, and it was 2 special teams plays.
Well, congratulations on the win, Coach. I really do appreciate it. Everybody get ready. Our week 5 game of the week winners. Nice, baby. Yeah!
Oh my gosh, Adrian always has so much fun out there, but what better way to start off district play going up against a team that you always battle with? For the Knights to pull it out once again. Congrats to them. They're our Game of the Week champions, and Adrian always having a blast.
Always getting lost in the mosh pit, for sure.
We love it.
Let's head on to our next game. Rouse taking on Lake Bellin, and right out the gates in the second half, the Raiders with an electric play. Liam Mongold takes the kickoff back for a huge gain after breaking a tackle, setting up Rouse with great field position.
Not just one tackle, that was tackles with an S on the end. Oh my gosh.
Starting off the third quarter hot, Lake Belton needing a play as the Raiders threaten Rouse quarterback, trying to get the ball to his receiver, and Gavin Stewart lays a huge hit to break up the catch on the 4th down and gives the Broncos the ball back. He's fired up. Next drive, Lake Belton on the 3rd and 20. Gotta have it. Broncos quarterback Maverick Maddox finds Luke Phillips over the middle, and he gets it for the touchdown. Late in the 4th quarter, 48-38. All Broncos right now, but not final.
All right, let's head over to Wildcat Stadium now. A battle of the big cats going on. Undefeated Temple hosting undefeated Shoemaker, and the sky painting the perfect picture for this showdown. Wildcat starting off with the ball. It's sophomore quarterback Kylan Basinger who launches this ball, and he's got Preston Thomas there who hauls it in. Temple in the red zone now. A few plays later, and it's going to be a QB keeper by Basinger here. Temple goes up 7-0. Check that out. He's pretty excited, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I would be too. Shoemaker going to try now. They're going to give it their best effort. Our Player of the Week duos right here reminding us how good they are on the first play of their first drive. Damani Dale Addison to Jamal Polite Jr., the wideout for the huge first gain. They'd finish this one off by handing it to Brandon Brown Jr., and the refs say this one's a TD, so we got a tied ball game here. 7-7 all. Wildcats back on offense. It's Basinger with another deep ball, this time to Caden Logan with the catch. Temple's offense on fire to start, but Shoemaker would get a stop later in this one. It's fourth down, Basinger trying to keep it, but the Wolves here to make a big stop. They don't get it, and they take over on downs. We'll see Addison hand it off to Brown, who's got nothing but green grass ahead of him. He rushes into the end zone. The Wolves gonna run away with this one. 31-28, the final.
Copper's Cove at Leo Buckley to take on the Kangaroos on their homecoming night. The Bulldog defense showing up early as Gilbert Davis getting the sack on Kangaroo quarterback D'Angelo Ingram. Clean would bounce back just a few plays later. Senior running back Shadrach Gordon finds a big hole and takes it in for 6 and silencing the haters while he's at it. Even adding a little dance there. Next drive for the Kangaroos, and guess who? Gordon again breaking away for a huge gain down the sideline before being dragged down at the 10. Oh, there's nothing worse than that.
They stopped him.
On the goal line, they go right back to Gordon for a touchdown, and again silencing the Bulldog crowd with the celly. The Bulldogs, though, they hang on. 31-30, Copper's Cove. What a close one.
Close one. That one went back and forth all night long. All right, before we go, let's take a look at some of these scores from around Central Texas here in Week 5. All right, Madison, we're having a lot of fun out here, aren't we?
We sure are. Every week we do. Come
every
on.
week, yeah. I'm out of breath already because we're just having a blast running all over the place. Why don't you take it away for us and keep things going?
Yeah, let's head out to Lampasas. The Badgers looking to keep their perfect record, but University comes into town to shake things up, capitalizing early on. And why not, right? Quarterback Savoy Nichols finds London Smith deep in the back of the end zone to put the Trojans on board first. This is the exact spark they were looking for coming into this one. 7-0 Trojans in the first. Let's skip to the second quarter, and this exact same duo strikes again.
No shocker.
Nichols to Smith deep in the end zone. These two are truly unstoppable. 14-0 University, but it didn't take long for Lampasas to respond. Bryson Roberts hands it off to, hold on, wait one sec. I even got juked out on this next play.
Did you really?
I did.
It happens a little bit.
It happens all the time, but Wesley Stevens, he
so
runs
quick.
it all the way
I
for the Badgers. First touchdown of the night, 14-7 Trojans. But it's going to be all Lampasas in this one, 35-28, and the Badgers are now officially 5-0.
All right, over to John Glover Stadium. The Bumblebees hosting Whitney. Bees already leading 14-0. The Wildcats knocking on the door. They hand it off to force their way into the end zone, and just like that, Whitney goes on the board, lining up for the extra point now. And check this out. I promise you won't want to miss it. That's Elijah Kellerman there with the reach. He gets the block. And Elijah Lavin there to get the ball. And it's all smiles for the Bees here early on. A few plays later now, we'd see Academy in the red zone trying to capitalize. Quarterback Brody Allen scrambles out of the pocket. He's looking. He slings it to Brian Grisham, who's wide open. It's 21-6 Academy before long. Whitney trying to keep this one close. And look at the light show there. But they wouldn't be able to move the chains too much as Academy stinging their way to victory. That's another win for Tycoon and those guys. 42-12, the final.
Another homecoming game night. This time it's in Gatesville with the undefeated Hornets hosting the Burnett Bulldogs. The Hornets looking to roll on the win streak. The Bulldogs are hunting for a win number 2 of the season. The first quarter was all defense for both teams. Bulldog running back Isaiah Coronado trying to get the running going, but Hornet linebacker Landon Thomas is there with the stop. Now it's Gatesville on offense, but it's all defense. Hornet QB Garen Keaton hits wide receiver Clark Allman with the screen. But Burnett DB Jordan Jones is all over him and makes the stop. Now kicking off the second quarter, it's Hornet ball. Keaton looking for a man, and boom! Wide receiver Amos Phillips is there with the catch, and he takes it to the house. 9-9, and it's all tied up.
All right, Bobcat quarterback Micah Smith here in Belton again, taking on San Angelo Central. Let's see what we got here. No, this is Waco, San Angelo Central. Belton was last week. We'd see them connect here for a nice one. Lions quarterback looking though, but he's gonna rush his way around the edge and cut through. Keep going. Bryant Whittaker Jr. decides to keep it, and yeah, he'd pick up a big gain there. We'll see the Bobcats running back Elijah Allen run up the middle for some hard-fought yards. Next drive, though, it's Darius Hewitt who punches it up the middle. Unfortunately, though, not the Lions' days, as San Angelo Central wins this one, 48-6. Alrighty, before we take a quick break, let's take a look at some of our scores from around Central Texas.